Now, Sri Matilal Sarkar.
Thank you, sir, for giving the chance. Sir, at the outset, I like to say that I am a member on the standing committee.
He is ready to.
So, I have the possibility of exploring many points because I deal there. I have dealt there. So, that is why at the outset, sir, I appeal to you to not to make any time constraint. Sir, I express strong reservations on the part of my party, Communist Party of India Marxists, on some major issues that the bill is dealing with. At the outset, sir, I like to point out that only 3 to 4 states have been consulted by the standing committee. When we raised, there are many more important states to be consulted. Then it came to our knowledge that the government is pressing hard to get the bill back. That is why the states like West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, and the like, there were no time to consult with them. So that is why the concerns of the states have been ignored in this bill. My second point is that on my part, I raised note of dissensions. Those dissenting points were accepted by the standing committee. I have the notes here. They have accepted by the standing committee, but while framing the bill, these concerns were not accepted. This is another point of dissension here, sir. We have made it be adopted there, but in the bill it is found missing. Sir, first of all, let me come to the clause number 3. In the clause number 3, there it is written, who will sanction warehouses. Sir, while delivering, you were just asking who will sanction warehouses, who will give registration. In the clause number 3, it has been said that there will be some authority to give registration. And this, the formation of the authority is laid down in the clause number 24 and 25. Herein you will find that, sir, the state government has no role to play. There is no scope for the states to send nominees. I admit that there are many states, but there may be some mechanism in the bill so that state nominees can represent on the authority. I like to have clarification from the Honorable Minister whether the states will be able to represent on the authority, to send nominees on the authority. It is not here in the bill. So again, in the clause number 3 it is written, while sanctioning granting the warehouses, provided further that no such registration shall be required for warehouses which do not propose to issue negotiable warehouses receipt. Sir, I like to invite the attention of the Minister to this provision. Sir, states are having warehouses of their own under state rules. And now we are going to have warehouses under this bill. What will be about those warehouses which are already existing? And this condition, provision in the provision, there is a restriction. The clause number 3 is saying to the states, you take my provision or leave it. Take or leave. That is, the state warehouses will not be able to partake of the benefit of these warehouses. So that is why these state concerns are being ignored. Sir, regarding the warehouses, under which list it is coming, sir, you were asking, and it was said that it is in the union list. Sir, the warehouses will work in the states. They will deal with the farmers, they deal with the panchayats, with the municipal councils, or with the state organizations. They will be dealing with the state matters. But it is not in the state list. Even it is not in the concurrent list. So in all fora which have discussed state-center relations, residuary powers are recommended to be with the states. But in the bill, warehousing is not even put in the concurrent list, and leave alone the state list. Not to speak of the state list, it is not even in the concurrent list. We oppose this, sir. Strongly we oppose this. And so I request the Honourable Minister to accept the recommendation of the Standing Committee for Constitution amendment in this regard after consultation with the states. The Standing Committee has given specific recommendation on this point. Sir, I like to invite the attention of the Honourable Minister in section 4 and 5, which deal with the registration of the warehouses. Sir, this cannot be, sir. I am on the Standing Committee. I have dealt at length in the Standing Committee.
No,
sir, please
I am only warning you. I don't want to disturb you,
sir,
but just try to make it faster.
I have serious reservation in allowing private accreditation agency to issue certificates of accreditation to warehouses issuing negotiable warehouse receipts. Sir, what do the recommendations of the Standing Committee say in this regard? Sir, I am reading this recommendation. The bill provides for setting up of accreditation agencies to issue certificate of accreditation to any person carrying on the business of warehouse subject to their satisfying certain terms and conditions. As per the bill, these accreditation agencies can be both private and public bodies. The committee feels that instead of private agencies being authorized to issue the certificate, the state governments can be authorized to do this work subject to certain terms and conditions, which can be laid down by the union government. So, as regards the accreditation agencies, clinging to the side of private agencies, there is a caution from the Standing Committee, and the Standing Committee has given this clear-cut decision to empower the state government to deal with the matter. Sir, as the our houses will work in the states under the state local conditions of the states, the Standing Committee again has given recommendation that the committee recommend that wherever possible, state-based advisory councils consisting of nominees of the state governments be constituted and states be consulted for warehousing activities within the state. So, Standing Committee has clearly has given the direction that there should be state-based advisory council at the stage of implementation of this act. Sir, I emphatically demand that this recommendation should be accepted for execution. Sir, for coming to the section 6 and 9, sir. 6 and 9, these clause number 6 deal with the relation between warehouseman and the seller, that is, who is taking the goods to the warehouse. that is the receipt holder. What will be the decision, sir? In a nutshell, I should say, sir, in clause number 6 and 9, some words have been chosen to skillfully deprive the receipt holders. The words are unavoidable circumstances, lawful excuse, reasonable and possible under the circumstances. All these words have been chosen to empower the warehouseman so that he can sell the goods to the goods without the knowledge of the receipt holder. That much power has been given here. Sir, I read one of them.
Mr. Sarkar,
Yes.
how much time will you take more?
I will take, sir, 5 to 6 minutes more.
Go ahead.
Sir, it comes under 9 subclause 6. Sir, I like to attention of the Honourable Minister through you, sir. No notice shall be necessary if the warehouse man is satisfied on reasonable grounds that in the circumstances of the case giving such notices is likely to cause further prejudice to the goods. So, no notice shall be necessary. That is the receipt holder, the original receipt holder, there is no necessity to serve notice that his goods are being sold under exigency of emergency. These are being sold. I appeal to the Honourable Minister to repeal this surplus. Because no notice is necessary. Can we give such a weapon in the hands of the warehouseman? It is contrary to the interest of the farmers, sir. Sir, coming to the interest of the farmers, for which, yes, sir, when you are delivering, you told that it is for the farmers. Sir, how far is the distance from the village to the warehouse? If we measure it average, it will be 8 to 10 kilometer distance from the village to the warehouse. The small farmer cannot carry to such a distance. One thing. Second thing is that he is in urgent need of money in the harvesting season. So the trader goes to his house and take the produces at a cheaper rate. And he, in the guise of a farmer, he keeps it in the warehouse for having better price in the future. So these traders are getting the maximum benefit at the cost of the farmers. That is why, sir, in the standing committee report, it has been emphatically stated that 25 to 50% of the space should be earmarked for the farmers. Not only that, sir, and I propose that for the primary producers, that is directly who produces food grains and other commodities, for them a percentage of at least 10% should remain vacant always, so that they can take the advantage of this. And for the farmers up to 40 to 50%, that's all that you are, and it is in the standing committee report also, it is given. So to save the farmers' interest, my proposal is that before execution of this warehouse act, my proposition is that warehouses should be constructed, should be built up at the grassroots level, at the panchayat level, so that the farmers can get the warehouse near at hand, so that they need not go far for this. So these warehouses should, the facilities of the warehouses should be at the up to the village level, up to the grassroots level, up to the panchayat level. Otherwise, the farmers cannot get the benefit. Second thing is that, sir, FMC is waiting.
This is the last point now.
Yes,
Your
sir.
time is over.
FMC is
Long
waiting.
over, double, triple.
FMC, that is a future market contract bill, is still under examination of the Abhijit Sen committee. The FMC and this warehousing, it is the two sides of one coin. It is the two sides of one coin, and this bill has great relevance, intimate relevance with the FMC.
Okay.
And until and unless the examination of the report of the examination comes, these bills should not have been accepted. It could be waited for. But still then it has been brought so hurriedly, and so, but my submission is that the FMC, examination of the FMC should be should be taken care of.
Thank you. Thank
With
you.
these words, I thank you.
Thank you.
I conclude.